Hi YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. First things first, I'd like to apologise basically for my lack of content. I'm not one of these people that just throws content out just willy-nilly. I'm not that kind of person. Anyway, as the thumbnail suggests, I'm going to attempt to do a cooking video showing how to do KFC-style chicken and popcorn chicken in the air fryer. Now, I have done this a couple of times for mates and it's come out perfect, but this time I'm going to record it and hopefully it comes out really nice. Basically, all it is Tesco style KFC chicken and popcorn balls. If that's what you call them, popcorn balls, chicken balls, popcorn balls, whatever. Anyway, inside my Shoreline marine fridge freezer, and I absolutely love this fridge freezer. Last week it was National Refrigeration Day, so I put a couple of pictures on Instagram and Facebook of the Shoreline marine fridge freezer. It's brilliant. Anyway, inside I have, and this is just basically Tesco KFC thighs, southern fried thighs. Oh, that's a mouthful, isn't it? And some southern fried chicken bites. That's what they call them, chicken bites. I do have some garlic bread and some other stuff in the freezer. So today I want to see how these come out, and we're going to cook them in the air fryer. Now, in all fairness, to have the air fryer in the van, it's not really cheap to do. The air fryer itself is a 1400 watt tower, twin vortex, dual vortex, super duper 1400 watt air fryer. And powering that, my EDECOA or EDECOA, and that's a 3500 watt inverter, pure sine wave, and that does the air fryer and the induction cooker. Perfect. If you watch the channel, I'm right into my Victron stuff, but the Victron inverters are so big and so noisy, there's just no space for it where I've built everything. So anyway, then I have my lithium battery, and it's a 300 amp hour lithium battery made by a company beginning with R, and it's not Energy. Now, unfortunately, I can't recommend that battery. It's gone funny on me twice now. What I do is I put some screenshots in, because at the moment it's perfectly okay, but twice now it's just completely cut out for no reason whatsoever. So this is a bit of a breakdown in the cost just to have an air fryer in your van. I expect you can do it a lot cheaper. I did have a 220 amp AGM battery, and that ran it, but the alarms are going off all the time for the under voltage protection and all that. So that's the reason why I went for lithium. And this company that I went for was supposed to be the absolute nuts. Everybody's raving about them, everybody's fitting them. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are fitting them. So I thought, you know what, there's got to be something in it. I'll invest my 1400 quid on a 300 amp hour R battery, and yeah, it's never ever delivered the 300 amp hours advertised. And to me, that's like buying a M3 BMW, advertising that at 155 mile an hour limited and only doing 120 mile an hour. So you might as well just go and buy a 330i. That's my analogy of it. So yeah, a bit disappointed, and I personally think the app is really pants. But anyway, that's that, so I can't recommend that. So, and for the fact that they've now superseded that battery, and I asked the company, can I add another battery to it if I want to do in the future? No, I can't. I have to buy the newer battery, which is a 320 amp hour battery, and then buy a matched pair. So that pissed me off a little bit. I understand that everything gets upgraded, blah blah blah, but I was just a little bit perturbed, should I say. So anyway, the cost of cooking in an air fryer in your van. So, air fryer, 58 quid from Tesco's. The 3,500 watt inverter from eBay, EDECOA, with a 7,000 watt max peak, and that has been superb. That really has. It's been an absolutely amazing inverter. Never given me a second problem. That was about 300 quid. The battery, 1,400. All the Victron stuff. I'll put an app, not an app. I'll put a photo, screenshot of the app for the Victron stuff, showing what I've got. So anyway, let's load up the air fryer, turn the inverter, see how much power we've got. It's been an absolutely fantastic sunny day, so the 410 watt panel has been keeping the battery fully charged, and I will say that this van never gets turned off. The fridge freezer is always on, the Wi-Fi is always on, Alexa's always on, security cameras on, so there's always a constant draw on the van. So it never gets turned off. So anyway, I'll show you my BMW 712. So there you go, look. We are at 98%, okay? And that is pretty roughly what the battery says as well. There is a very slight discrepancy between the two, but enough of that. So right, let's go and turn the old inverter on. So there you go. That's on, not drawing anything. The air fryer's on, which also brings on the induction hob. So let's load it up. All right, grab the old scissors. I think these southern fried thighs are about £3.50, £3.25, something like that. Quite nice ones. Look at that. So I'm going to chuck 3 in there because I want some space for the balls or the bites. Right, in they go. So what we do, turn it on, and you can set it to 180 degrees, 15 minutes. Now what I like to do is I cook them slightly slower. So I'll probably do about 170, and then I'll do it for like 10 minutes. So they get nice and warm inside, and then I'll turn it up to max, which will then take the full 1400 watts. So that's all set. So in 10 minutes time, I shall turn it on to full. Right, so I'll give you some power consumption figures now, showing the inverter. So the inverter is now showing 12.3 volts on the battery, and then we can go up to here. Oh, the flash has come on, I don't know why, but now we'll just scroll through so you can see what's happening. So I think that's the hours going down right rapidly until the air fryer gets up to temperature. So the battery voltage is pretty much what it's saying, as the inverter says. And we are drawing, there you go, look, you can see the amps there, look. So we're taking out just under 100 or just over 117 amps. And we're taking 1.8 kilowatts away from the battery. With an estimated time at the moment of 9.9 hours. but you're never going to take that. Or 10 hours now, or 10 amp hours. So we're using 10 amp hours and we're at 96.7%. So we'll come back to that later. So we're nine minutes left and we'll let that go. Right, the air fryer's on. I'll let that do its thing for 10 minutes, the alarm will go off. So anyway, how's everybody? I have to sort of apologise again really, that normally I'll be going to events and stuff like that and saying hi to people. I haven't this year, and there are a lot of reasons behind that, a lot of personal reasons. Basically, if you see my boat videos, I have, or had, I'll say now had, an uncle that I was really, really close to. And unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, he had a massive stroke. And that hit me like a, yeah, that hit me really, really bad. He was the one who got me into cars, you know, the love of Alfa Romeos and like sports cars, and took me around Goodwood when I was a kid. Got me introduced to speed, and we used to go away on family holidays. We used to go to the New Forest and we'd play like games in the forest and stuff like that. You know, magical times. Unfortunately, he moved away to America, Tennessee, and got a big boat and everything, and was always sending me pictures of the boat, and I thought, oh yeah, that'd be so cool to get a boat one day. And now I have one, not as grand as his, but I've got one. And as I say, if you looked at my previous videos, I'm going to call it a Jolly Colin, because unfortunately the stroke was too much and he passed away. So the reason why I haven't picked up the camera is I just been too upset, to be fair, too upset. And then obviously, well not obviously, but one of my very best mates who lives full-time in his van has got some problems, and we went away last weekend and we're having a good old chinwag, and yeah, he's got some tough choices to make. So that was quite hard to learn that, you know, I love this bloke to pieces. He's like my little brother. So you know, that's another upsetting thing. So for me to actually just pick the camera up and try and be a little bit jolly was quite difficult. So I can understand that you can't always be happy and jolly and pick up the camera and be a funny type person, or as funny as you possibly can, when deep down you're dealing with family grief and then a little bit of like friend grief, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so that's the reason why I haven't really picked up the camera. Also, I've been doing a little few bits and pieces. I don't know if you've seen my Instagram and Facebook profile. There's all links down there. I've done a little bit of work to the kitchen. I'll just turn the camera around and show you. Right, so I know it doesn't look very much, but that's the kitchen. You see the air fryer there, sink and induction hob. Now, I just basically painted all around the surrounds and stuff like that, and then the surround around the bed, right, around there, and down the other side. And I think it just finishes it off. I really like it. I didn't want to put doors on because, for one, I didn't want them to be flapping open all the time and hinges dropping and all that malarkey. So I thought, you know what, I want to keep it open. Got these little trays, and I just painted the surrounds, and I've got the Hessian, and it sort of matches this side here. Right, I think we've got 3 minutes left, and then we'll check them, and then we'll whack them on full heat. And this little man, he's 3 today, ain't you, mate? So There you go, mate. I'm cooking myself some dinner. That's nice. About to ping out. There you go. So, there you go. Look at that. So that's nearly done. So what I do now is we will put the air fryer on high and chuck the little bites in. So just add the little bites. These don't take very long. Thing that to do. So chuck them in, and these take in the oven 16 to 18 minutes, which probably translates to about 7 minutes in here. Right, so what we'll do is we'll whack it on high, full 200 degrees, and then we'll probably just do like 7 minutes. They won't take that long. In the meantime, Gutsy over here has nearly finished his dinner. Right, so the power is down to about 90% at the moment, so hunky-dory. So I'll leave that to cook, 200 degrees for 7 minutes. You finished? He's a bit camera shy, isn't it, Ted? You finished, buddy? Hmm? Oh. Is that nice? I think it was nice. He's not complaining. Right, it's getting really hot in here, so we're going to open the fan up. Alexa, fan on.
Okay.
Right, so we've got 4 minutes left. Should we have a sneak peek? I think it's rude not to, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Right, another 4 minutes. I think somebody, it's almost like licking his lips and sitting in anticipation for a bit of chicken. You have some chicken? Some chicken? What about some cheese? Chicken and cheese? It's your favourite, isn't it? Yeah, so sorry about the old fan, because it's getting very warm in here. So we've got 3 minutes to go. So what I'll do now is I'll get the plates out, I'll get some greenery out, and then plate up. pinged up. Oh, now that is going to be hot. Look at that. Alexa, fan off.
Okay.
Right, I think we need a dollop of mayonnaise. But look at that. That is lovely. Oh, I can't wait. That looks absolutely divine. In an air fryer, on an inverter. So let's have a look at the power figures. So there you go, look. 87%. And also I've got Alex going, I've had the max air fan going, go the lights. Fridge freezer's always going. Everything is on. So, and now all I've got to do is turn the inverter off. And then that will go back up. Because the sun is still coming out. I mean, it's not great at the moment, but it'll still charge up. I can't wait to get tuck into that. Dinner is served. There's absolutely no way on earth I'm going to eat of all of this. It'll probably take me 2 or 3 days to eat this. But luckily, I've got Teddy. He can help me with some stuff. I'll just give him the bits of chicken. I won't give him the skin. Wash down with a can of Dr. Pepper. Anyway, out with the chewing gum. Oh yeah. "17 minutes, probably under 17 minutes. In fact, I would go to say this is better than KFC. It really is. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. Cooking on an air fryer, in a van, on an inverter, eating KFC style chicken. What's not to like? Anyway, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, tell me what your favourite chicken is. But this, you've got to try this. My friends love it, I love it, I can eat it. Happy days. So anyway, from me and Teddy, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, bye.